What's going on, Failroaders? And welcome to part 38 of my Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. I am a little under the weather, so I apologize if I cough or hack or anything into the microphone. I'm going to try not to do that, but here we are. In the last episode, it was... holy crap, I thought it was the end game, and I was prepared to play it till the end. But it's not the end game. Here we are, and we're looking over here at this giant, what I can describe as a cocoon off in the distance. And the reason it's there is because we fought Ultima last episode, and he basically gave us a huge exposition dump where he talked about his true plans for Clive, creating a new world, how he's the one who created all of humanity and the Mother of the Crystals, and that they were created in order to basically build energy for him and I suppose the other gods, or maybe just him. It's kind of unclear as to where the other gods are. So yeah, there was a lot of information dumped, and in one of the final scenes where the cocoon's being created, it looked like these fallen ruins were kind of rebuilt. So it looks like his race are the ones that built the fallen ruins. And yeah, so there's even more than that, but you'll just have to watch the last episode if you want the rest of the story. But man, let's see what's going on.
He called it. The origin of what?
The origin of what indeed. So yeah, and Clive is supposed to be his vessel to take him, and only him, and his people, or the other gods, over to a new world, leaving all of humanity behind. Can't get this perfect. There we go. It's closer than it was. But in this episode,
there's something about it.
It's all about the side quests. I am going to try and complete as many side quests as I can, and we'll just see how it goes. Y'all know how I feel about the side quests. Some are kind of locked right now, and it might just be because I need to continue on with the main story quest, which will probably just give me like a short story section in the hideaway, and then I can go on and complete other side quests. And of course, I've already got the 3 that are already up here that have been there for I don't know how many episodes. We aren't going to talk to Vivian. We don't need to. So we're going to talk to Otto first, the curmudgeon.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
Not exactly.
It's a long story.
Clive's doing.
One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
All the main characters.
Is this everyone?
Everyone who matters to the plot, yes. Uncle Byron. I forgot to talk to him.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima.
Okay, so it's a
He called
crystal.
it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
Fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case.
People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day. Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
Blight spreading faster.
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
Thanks, Clive.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the Halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
An airship.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky.
An airship.
And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Not yet.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
It's always worked in the past.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Some fresh air by doing some side quests.
Joshua seemed upset.
Speak with Joshua. Some things are still locked, but let's see. Oh, there's new stuff at the shop.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Sold out of the Defender that I can't upgrade. Defense plus 4. HP minus 24, which only gives us a minus 2. I don't fully understand. Oh, no, okay. I see that now. Circle of Heaven. This is a plus on everything. So we'll take it.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Good. As it should be. We'll stock up on potions.
Better I'll be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Let's see what the blacksmith has.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be?
Excalibur. We've got everything for Excalibur. If only it wasn't so sucky now. And not enough for this. I'm reluctant to build this because I feel like we're not going to be able to craft it up enough to be better than what we've got. We can upgrade. No, wait. Did I just buy that for no reason? Hold up. Okay, yeah, I can upgrade this to a Sun Bracelet 1.
You can thank me later.
And Sun Bracelet 2. We got plenty to do that, so yeah.
Yeah, that should do you.
Okay. And we can upgrade that. Only we don't. Okay. We need the Circle of Heaven. So, can we craft it? We can. Clutch mine's a big thing we need.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
And we can upgrade it, and we've got everything we need for that, just enough.
You can thank me later.
Alright.
Anything else?
That'll be good for that. I don't think I've got anything new. Oh, yes, I do. We got new stuff up here, and the quests are indeed locked still. So, yeah. We will go talk to Joshua. Uncle Byron's not where he was standing before, so
Do you think they'll come
there it is.
back?
What words of wisdom have you?
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Very true.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us?
Very true.
A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it.
Easier said than done.
It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
With an airship.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
Or we could do that too. Damn.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix.
Bahamut can make it up there too.
I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
And Shiva can fly. So Jill can make it up there too.
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
That's right.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret?
That was my dog, if you heard that.
My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima.
Hell
He
yeah.
has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back,
Ooh, very deep words right there.
and has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
She in our room? Hard to tell. I'm beginning to think no. Oh yeah, she is. Clive's chamber.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea.
Kind of just like the beginning of the movie
Jill.
or the video game when they were all
What I have
young.
to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
I'm not even sure that Medi is going to hear
You
anything.
always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
And that's it.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Oh, new quests. Oh, wait. Don't close the doors, don't close the doors. No. Yep, new quests have opened up everywhere. Alright. Oh, man. Captain Dories. Pardon me while I clear my throat. Sir, I and the other curse breakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her deeply. Si, senor.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Prioritizing the quest. Knocking down all the old ones that we were halfway through. Entail makes 4. Clive, there's but one crystal left, needs cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Oh, this is an old letter. Or maybe, no, 4 down. Yeah, that was for, yeah. The one we just destroyed. Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Dungeon, yeah. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck stilling Blightwater over a boner. Honor? I don't know. There's always room for improvement, though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come knocking at your chamber door looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. A new life. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. That's nice. I wonder if Edda is at the hideaway now. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with his supply of antelope bones. I'm not going to prioritize this one right now.
What is it this time, Torgal?
We've got others to do more than words. He needs a brother. In search of a lost tome. Now it's Vivian. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Compensation, you say?
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
This I am curious about. Alright. Rendezvous with Goots in Dalamil. Blah de blah de blah de blah. So that one's still open. I see the Redstone has new stuff. And you know what? I haven't spoken to you in so long because I honestly don't care. Okay, that was really slow, and I just don't even care. What up, Dion?
Must we away? My decision is made.
Oh, these are the ones I have to read. I haven't had to read since like Final Fantasy 13 or no, like 9. My decision is made. I shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. Clive, your highness. You're not.
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, your highness. You are as over-hasty as your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
Make ready.
Alright, let's go do stuff. Nazaire Cursebreaker. I wonder if he's the one talking about what's going on here.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
Ah,
I'm
yes.
afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information.
Information?
Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
Oh,
If she's not
interesting.
moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone?
We haven't talked about
Maybe
slavers in
Cole
a
was right to be
while.
worried.
Search for Doris at Mother's Rest. Hello, Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
Okay. I thought she knew where the book
Forgive me,
was.
Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
It's just gonna be like some kind of children's book. They got banned because the bearers were the good guys. And damn it if the Saint-Brécois weren't gonna have it that way. Book banning is wrong. And that's all I have to say about that.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed.
Oh, From a Distance is the
One
name of the
I
book.
had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
And now I'm
Right
talking
as
to you.
always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Who are the executors?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks.
Oh, let's
Chronicling
break some
as it
faces
does
on this.
The true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Ooh.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Now this sounds
Which would explain
exciting.
why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
And my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Hmm?
Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library. I know his soul would rest easier.
A man
Very
in
well.
ash. Okay.
When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Boy, this does have us going all over the place. Okay. I think we've got enough stuff to do. We're not going there. Not yet. Vidar Grace, okay. So, our destination is closest to there. I have to pause real quick to blow my nose. Alright, we're back. Nose satisfyingly blown. Let's go to Vidar Grace first. And then we'll figure out where to go from there. Goots. I just keep falling out of care. Garnick. This is one of those areas where the building, that's the building we couldn't go into. So there was also a building over here that we couldn't go into either. So they are quests, indeed. I wonder if it shows on the map where the blight has spread. Not exactly. Nothing up here to show anywhere where the blight has spread, so meh. Alright. Yeah, everything looks normal. Alright. Let's fly, Ambrosia.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
I'm alone, aren't I? Okay, there's Torgal. Wait just a second. I was heading in the wrong direction. I was heading towards the marker that I left. I didn't realize that was still there. Nothing but a caustic. Not a living soul. Alright. We can go on foot from here,
The
and
village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
the one with the door that I can access. And let's pet the Torgal.
You were right, boy.
Indeed. I will not go for the shiny. The shiny is worthless. I will not go for the shiny. The shiny is worthless. Unless it's really close by. Alright. Is there any reason I would just call this a bookworm's house? What is that? Shiny in a wooden box? Oh, had a potion in it. A high potion. Alright. Things to inspect. Shinies to open. In a concrete box. Stone box? Whatever. Is that an empty shard? Alright, let's look here. A complete botany of Banes. Etrifordita or Tale of Wyvern. Oh, thanks. Blah 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 blah. The gale is passing. Toxicate. Yeah, I'm not reading this.
His interests were certainly varied.
I'm going to assume the one furthest in the house is the actual one we're looking for. The Folklorist's Fabulary. The Moogle. Now this might be interesting. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valisthian folktales than the humble Moogle, though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration beside the name, why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away, far from human view. Well, we certainly know of one who exists in front of a bounty board. World Intelligence training reports, blah 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 blah, the reports progress, blah blah blah, Garnick, I don't care.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Sure, why not? Okay. Final resting place. From a distance. Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. Interesting, we will read this one. The emergence of the first magic adepts were widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind, would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church, while the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state. They were mistrusting of any organization led by bearers, for bearers. Okay. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meetings by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearer both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valisthian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realms to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yeah, definitely. That does add a lot of clarity. Oh, what is this? A cutscene?
Leaving so soon, stranger.
Who be
Been
you?
watching you. From a distance,
Ooh.
so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
Never.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make.
Whose decision is
By
it?
one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Oh, you know not who you mess with. Oh wait, where are you going? Oh, that's it? Jeez, you guys appeared out of nowhere.
Let's see, shall we?
That's just wood. You don't scare me. Inquisitors. Alright, here we go. Let's get all the small ones. Oh yeah. And let's do this. Executor aid. And let's get our dark on. Oh yeah, I got it up first.
It's all ready. Slow.
We'll get the Judgment Bolt. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a late one. I'm surprised I dodged that, actually. Get him, Torgal. We'll get the Flames Reaper if they regen some health here. And Dancing Steel. Let's get the Dark Arm. And it's Zentatsukan. Oh. Oh, dodged too late, or too soon on that one. There we go.
Nice try.
And there we are. Ooh, good hit. This might be enough to get him done. Nice backflip, Torgal. In the slow motion part, no doubt. Clutch mine? Is he gonna return? There he is.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
And so?
It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single immutable explanation as to why they came to pass.
What?
It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
That is
So
true.
you're trying to control the truth.
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
Hmm?
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Yep. You can't hide history. It's doomed to repeat itself if you don't let people learn about it. I mean, you can hide history, but you shouldn't. Let's head back. You know what? I should have just went over to Martha's Rest, but whatever. This is actually one of those side quests where I'm invested in it because it gives a lot of history of this world of Valisthea and of bearers, which is a huge part of this game.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
I stored it in my food pocket, next to Toggle's treats.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
Very true.
It does.
Very true.
But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended.
I had to be around people when I didn't want to be.
The more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian.
Kiss.
I'll try.
Just don't let Jill find out. Let me show you what it is to be human. An inconvenient truth. Renown gained. Scholar's bonnet. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Oh, okay. Let us see now. Oh, be there new hunts again? Nothing new there. Oh, one new one. The Wailing Banshee. An A-class. Garnic Walud. Okay. I was just in Garnic. Curse came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnic. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer her help, but soon it was they who were seeking its salvation. The survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the white and those of their fallen comrades. Okay. Gobbermack. Gobbermooch. Okay. What have we here?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
No, there's actually a list. Under new management. Oh. Well then, has the leader of a brothel become the leader of an entire town now? Rekindling the flame. Provo province of Rosaria. Lines in the sand, trading places. Sounds boring, not gonna do that. And duty undying. The kingdom of Walud, there are no available quests, because everyone there is dead.
Think you can help?
Okay. And it is off to search for Doris at Martha's Rest.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The quest area is not too large, so there's new items here, but I think that's just.
The heavens have gone to Rackaroo, it don't mean we have to.
I think that's the same stuff. You have a rune blade as well? Tell me, where did you come upon a fine sword like this? Yep. Showed out. A breath of light. Satellite. The Founder's Footsteps, Equestrian Roll. I can actually afford these now. You know what? I'll get one.
Thanks very much. There you go.
Robbing me blind, you are. Alright, Torgmeister, let's find her. Oh, hey! The Guardian of the Flame.
I expect you heard what happened to the noble quarter. The ether just started pouring from the walls. We were lucky it didn't catch us in our bunks, or we'd have all turned. Where next for the Guardians, then? We were driven from Rosalith, then from the Lazarus. Probably be the rest next.
I don't know, I mean, the Emperor has fallen, so... I would imagine you guys are free.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
There she is.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
With one of those laser owls.
She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened. She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me.
Oh, it's back over that way. Way over there. Oh man. This is a large place. Green Sheaves still never found that frickin' big giant thingamabob monster. Alright, so fast travel to the Old Hill Docks. No reason to run all the way there. Old Hill still abandoned. Wait. Let's go the right way. Right? Yes. Okay. Journey to the Baum Arches. We're gonna save ourselves some bearers who started a war because of religion. Well, maybe they didn't start the war, but you know, they didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Goblin Mugger. Time for them to get mugged. Boom! Didn't see that coming. Oh, times 4 then.
All yours, Torgal.
Boom! That's one of my favorite moves to do right there. Have Torgal knock him up into the air, and then do a Phoenix shift over to him. I will not go for the shiny. I will not go for the shiny. You know what? Let's see what happens. Oh, it was a potion. Those are one of the few shinies that are actually worth getting. Questination is nearby. Hello. Oh, there we go.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins.
Oh, damn.
Presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Oh, she's gonna use this to escape.
You're welcome to try.
Oh yeah. Roll him up. Boom. You're next. Oh, damn. Let's just get beyond that. Get back. Oh, I forgot about the Zintats again. Oh, he's down now. That'll take care of their shields. Something that I don't get the pleasure of having. Another one? Who's there? Oh, he's still alive? No, that was funny. There we are. Boom and holla. Oh, I totally whiffed that one. Oh yeah. Like the wind. Where are you at? Oh yeah. And that'll do him in with a little bit of collateral justice. Useless crafting materials. Let's have a leisurely conversation.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know...
Far from it.
I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
What?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
Oh God, come on.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything.
I don't know that the Imperial Court would...
Now, I better let these bearers know that they're
care
safe.
about bearers. But sure, whatever.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Is she here to talk to? Oh, already back at the hideaway. Sometime later.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either.
Oh, okay, just for black market trading.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be alright.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Did you call him Carl? Is that just how they say it with a British accent? And crafting materials. I say they're useless only because I've rarely ever had a situation where the normal crafting materials were ever in short supply. There's 2 up here. Let's see what we got going on. You and... Ooh. Oh.
Breathe. It'll all be over soon.
Oh, that sucks. He is like practically stone. Damn.
Please.
Oh, Yote.
Grace, stay strong.
Oh, it's Edda.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home. Thank you,
No.
my lord,
Okay.
for taking me in.
Yote.
Everyone here has been so kind.
My Lord Marquis.
Phoenix, heal thyself.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
Go on.
There
Let's
are
learn
certain
more about
elixirs
this.
which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger.
He needs
and
an opium
thankfully,
den.
a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable.
Ooh.
My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
She's far too kind. Help Yote to gather the ingredients.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort.
You'll have to slay a mountain to get
It
it.
grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
I shall go in your stead.
I'll just go get it, yeah.
My lord...
I love to swim in
You've
ether.
yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
We'll prioritize this one. Okay. Mid's dungeon. So Mid has another quest as well. Or wait, is it this one? Tweeweeds. Obtain the stormwater near the aqueducts in Rosaria. I'll just come here. Oh no, I see the one next to the other one, so I'm taking the long way.
Inn's full. Don't bother.
Not a big deal when you have a chocobo. Yeah, it's about in the middle anyway, so. The Trans-Rosarian Aqueduct. I wonder if you can see the cocoon from here. Not really. Oh, hey, whoa, whoa. Hello, Ambrosia.
Faster!
I expected her to come up from behind. I turn around, she's not there. I turn around again. Ah, yes, the broken aqueduct. Let's just run around all these creatures. All these cretins. Oh, can't go any further. Oh, because of the ether.
Now to find our stone ward. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Ah, of course. Something big. Akasha Gigas.
Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
What else have we here?
Nice try.
Oh, electrified.
All yours, Torgal.
Oh yeah, there we go. Ow, ow, ow. One other. Oh, thought you could get me, huh? And oh, I was so close to getting the Syntaxican off. There we go. The Gigas got caught up in it too, that's good. And we're gonna back up for this one. Ow. And he's down for the count. We'll get the dancing steel. There we are. And some Tessiton. And all the others. 45k is good. Especially since I didn't even get all the abilities popped up. And he's going down. Alright. Clamshells. I've already forgotten what the flower looks like, but I think it's like red. Oh, wooden box shinies. And it's just the same as it was way back in the beginning of the game. There's something. Yay, I'm so happy I found it. Get the petals.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
Was he sneaking just then?
All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
No, it's just, he looked like he was stepping funny, but Just edge. Nope. Okay. Oh, that's his weapon. It's actually pretty cool. I've never noticed it before. Got a little buster sword in there. Alright. Where to next? That would be... We have 2 quests down here. We'll go ahead and return to Yote. So far, these quests haven't been too bad, although they've either ranged from just kind of normal to being a bit more interesting because they involve some of the main characters, or the history and lore of the world that I actually care about, not some freaking dagger and what it needs to be made of. Oh god, that sounds painful.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
We can get the whole hideaway high with this stuff.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
This stuff will be so potent we won't be
His
able to feel
Grace are very
feelings.
much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Quest complete. Drugs obtained. A new quest is available already. It would appear to be from Joshua? Intrigue risen. Well, Joshua.
Ah, Clive.
Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained.
Okay.
And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Wait, was there no renown for that?
That letter as much as you do.
Did I see that correctly? Was there no renown?
I'm ready to leave when you are.
Okay, there's 40 renown. I'll take the job. Speak with Cyril. And that was in Tabor. Way down here. Don't know how it got all the way down here, but this is where we go now. Once again, if the side quest involves one of the main characters, I'm even more intrigued in it. Inside. Undying Acolyte.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
You guys are so weird.
Your Grace, my lord.
Your
I trust your
creepiness.
journey was not overly onerous. Cyril, you found a letter from Father. Yes, I have it here.
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you, your father. What is this?
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
Oh, wow.
But your father's dream did not end there. His grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse.
Interesting.
And the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals.
That's pretty cool.
To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
Yeah.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath.
No.
But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
Who is she?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering his grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
The archive in Rosaria? Oh, okay, you're just going to walk away, that's fine. Don't wait for me to finish my bow. In the requiatory. Okay, it's still here. I see 2, 3, and 1. There we go. Undying
This is the
Acolyte.
requiatory, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
If only you'd unearthed them earlier in the game. If only. What is this? Lord Cyril, acolytes stationed across Falastia, reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer to as monoliths following the fall of Drake's tail and the changes in the skies. Allow me to present the preliminary findings of our archaeologians' investigations into these monoliths most near at hand. We were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Velcroy, but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat. We will make a second attempt when the wind drops. Interesting. In Draco's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered among previous relics of the fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigation both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings that might refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Tomei, Second Order of Archaeologians. Interesting. Oh, more books, yay. I am going to not read any of them anymore. Cyril's Guest.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
And you are?
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
Now give us the gift.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
She sounds like Karen.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are.
She sounds just like
Karen. It was
Karen.
your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
That might be a hunt.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Let's go kill a beast just to get something out of its belly. Now, what did this say? Oh, the Velcroy. Oh, wait. Monolithic shell change in the skies, allow the present. In addition to those monoliths, we were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Velcroy. Okay, but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat. Okay, the northern reaches of the Velcroy. I think there's a northern Velcroy.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Hey, this might be one of the hunts. We never did come over here. I doubt it's inaccessible now, right? The jaw. The northern Velcroy Desert. A sandstorm, you say? Might be worth noting. Taking a look at. And let's see if there's anything else up here. Of course there would be a quest up there. Alright. Let us go. This way, there we go. Just had to get my bearings. Let me get out here just far enough to summon... Actually, I need to check abilities. 4,900. Enough to perhaps... Nope, 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 up here. Almost. Arm of Darkness. It's Intensican. Master. I think if I master this, I'll be able to level it up further, which is what I want to do. I want to get it up to level 5. Rift Slip. Yeah, I'm not even interested at all in Rift Slip. So, just a little bit more fighting and we'll have it. Yep, there we are. Ah, proud steed she is. I wonder if Joshua would have stayed with me. What is this? Orc. Okay, just orcs. Just orcs. Keep going. Steel silk. Just a single piece. Oh, get out, get out. Specters. Just passing by, paying no attention. Have we gone the right way? We have. Alright.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it appears to be.
Be safe.
Maybe this isn't on. Simur, no it is.
There it is.
Oh, maybe not.
For House Rossfield.
Oh, I didn't mean to pop that one. Not till I've at least taken some damage. But we will go ahead. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I couldn't dodge that. I don't think. And Zintensicating, wow. Wow, we're in limit break. Ooh, that was high up. And did they get it? Oh, they didn't get it.
Let's roll ready.
Oh, get out of there. This ought to stagger it.
Over here.
And oops, I didn't realize that was measly damage right there. And some Tetsuken. Ooh. Oh, I couldn't dodge during that. That's lame.
I needed that.
Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oi. Well, I just face tanked that one. There we go. Ouch. I should have popped that one first. Still gonna get me a little bit. Oh, get out of there.
Thanks, boy.
Ah. Boy, this thing's tough. Flash of steel. Nice job to sort out. Yep. Ouch. And Zentetsuken. Won't be long. There we go. And Judgment Bolt. Ignition. And he's done. 33k is much better than 11k. And we got the Heartstone.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Let's pick up 5 gil. A gil bug, okay. Even better. Oh no, wait. 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 We have over 5,000, so let's upgrade this. Nah, it should get us to level 5 Zentetsuken. And we can go back to table through fast travel. And it occurs to me that there was an obelisk nearby anyway that I could have fast traveled to, and I just didn't pay attention. And here we are. This, I think, will be the last quest we do.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
There's a little bit of Toko's treat stuck to them.
This radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
And let's just cut to getting the stone. Good.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion.
Rubies are pretty hard,
Graven
so
vines
yeah.
encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us.
Wow.
I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
Thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete.
Anyone who sticks it
Not knowing what else to do, I followed
to the old
Griffin,
Duchess,
thinking I might claim the Heartstone
okay in
on
my
its
book.
passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Okay, give her a hug. Or not, just stand there. The Founder's Grasp. Let's check out what we got from old daddy. Okay. The Founder's Grasp of Vambraces, okay. A little bit better than what we got. So we just wasted all that money. And I don't know that these can be upgraded either. But an upgrade's an upgrade, so let's put these bad boys on. I think that new sword is just, yeah, the Defender. Just short of the Golden Ragnarok. Whee! I'm so happy about that. Thank you, Lady Goditha.
I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
Oh, another
The
cutscene.
bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
A man is pleased.
And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to.
Oh, we might have to go there before the stream ends.
Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance. I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands.
than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
Oh, my nose is running again. Stop it.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Visit Ardu's Elwin's Memorial. I didn't realize he had. Maybe they had talked about one before, but I don't think I realized he had one. We've been here so many times before, too. So where would his memorial be? Nope. There we go. Hero's Bluff. I think we have gone over here before.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now.
Okay.
What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Yeah. Lady
It's just
Annabella
back there.
was so freaking evil. I recently watched the beginning of a playthrough of FF16, and I'm reminded of just how vicious and evil she was, and just not a nice person.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
And I remember he used to give me treats. Oh, I switched away from him.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Oh, the music stopped? What is it? Ah, that was pretty cool.
We won't lay you down.
That was a nice little touch. This was a good side quest.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Quest complete. Father's grave robbed. Nah, just kidding. It's the inheritance. Level increased. Grave robbery proficiency. Rusted battle helm. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Okay. What have we here? Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh, very good. Excellent. No longer traveling alone then. I wonder if we can do that with Jill too. Alright, one last time total.
Fetch!
Good thing I didn't accidentally throw you a quest item, as I keep them in the same pocket. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. That was an extra long, side quest oriented episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more Final Fantasy 16 content. Join the Discord and check out more stuff on the FailroadExpress. Thank you guys, and see you next time.